Happy Sunday. I'm Jen. This is the Roving Crafters, and that must make this Sunday stitch. And obviously today's is a crochet technique. And it's based on math. Don't run away. Stay right there. Because it's very easy math. If you're a crocheter, if you're not, then the subject of hyperbolic planes can be kind of complicated and hard to explain. But if you can use one of these, you can make a hyperbolic plane with yarn. I'm hooked. Hyperbolic plane crochet is the subject of a intense study by Diana. Oh, I want to make sure that I say her name right. Diana Taimina. Anyway, her book, Crocheting Adventures with Hyperbolic Planes, is one of my favorites. She has a website. I'm including links to all of this in my post. If you're just finding my video through YouTube, this is part of a post on the blog, Roving Crafters. And for those of you who really get into it, you're going to want to follow some of those links to her tutorials and her discussions because I'm telling you, this is addicting. Now, a regular plane, which we are all very familiar with, if you were to crochet it, would look something kind of like this. This is a rectangular shaped plane. It could be circular or triangular or anything, but the point is that it's flat. Right. That's the kind of plane that we're used to, like tables, walls, and so on. But there is another kind of plane. This is a plane that is three-dimensional, and it's called hyperbolic geometry. Now, a hyperbolic plane that it is very common, well, is common in real life that you'll recognize would be the saddle on a horse. Let's say you have a horse and the saddle bends this way for your legs to go down the sides of the horse, but it also bends in this direction. There's a curve up behind your butt and a curve up in front of you with the pommel. So a saddle, like you would use to ride a horse, that's an example of a hyperbolic plane. And so is this. Now, when we are going to crochet them, we use different mathematical formulas. No, wait. I mean patterns, not math. Patterns. And they're all based on where you double up your stitches on your plane. This would be called an N3 because every third stitch I doubled up. Every third space I put in 2 single crochets. And all the rest of them I put in just 1 single crochet. So this would be an N3. Now, put that aside. Notice that I did not cut it because I really am addicted to this. And once I made it, I realized, I'm going to show this on the video as it is right now, but I don't want to cut the yarn because I want to go back and make it bigger. And you can make hyperbolic planes as big as you want. It's an infinite process. So that's an N3. I'm thinking for the one on camera, let's make an N4, and then we can kind of compare them. So I'm going to start with a base chain of 15. You can start with pretty much any number, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm lousy at counting. 12, so you have to deal with it. 13, 14, 15, out loud. Okay, 15 little chains. So N4 would mean that I double up in the 4th space. So I'm going to make 3 normal, a single crochet, a second, give me some more yarn, second single crochet, a third, and the next is my 4th space. So I will put 2 in the space. And then just repeat that over and over. 1, I always count like this, 1, 2, 3, and then double up in this one. All right. Now, hyperbolic planes are found in nature. They are found in animals, specifically coral. All coral grows on hyperbolic plane structures, which is why Diana, my fan, my big hero, the one I'm a fan of, she has started the Coral Reef Project. It's right there. How many did I do? See, I start talking, now let's count. 1, 2, 3, and this is my fourth one, so I need a double. Coral Reef Project, which is for crocheters to make hyperbolic planes with crochet and recreate coral reefs. Now, let me go back a little bit. Notice that I doubled up right here. That was my double. So these last two spaces count. 1, 2, chain 1 and turn. The next one, don't start over with your count. The next one is 3. And then the next one is where you double up. Just because you've come to the end of the row does not mean that you've come to the end of your repeat. And that's the key to hyperbolic crochet. So, see if I could talk and count. Maybe. The Coral Reef Project, where recreate coral structures in crochet and then create big giant displays of them, and then of course put them in public places and invite the public to come and look at them, all in the name of raising awareness for environmental issues, specifically destruction and disappearance of coral reefs around the world. So I am also including a link to that. 1, 2, 3. And if you want to participate in any one of the ongoing multiple coral reefs being constructed, I think they keep a database of everyone who's making them, and you can go and add your work. Or just go check out everybody else's work. Or both. I think this is what I need to double up in. And boop. All right. 1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. So now here I am at the end of this row. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 2 and 3. Chain 1, turn. This is my fourth, so I'll double up in this one. Remember, just because you come to the end of the row doesn't mean that you've come to the end of your repeat. Now, this is the beginning of my third row. And I'm going to keep working on this and let you skip ahead and see how it looks after a few rows. I'll meet you there. All right, so here I am. This is what it's looking like after the 5th row. Doesn't look much like a piece of coral, does it? But it also doesn't look much like a regular plane. So I am going to keep going. I just wanted to stop at this point and show you what it looks like after just a few rows. Because, I've shown this to people before, and I've shown it to them in real life, and usually they get to this point and they think, this isn't looking like anything. This is all messed up. No, it's fine. Trust in the math. Math won't hurt you. Not my math, not Jen's math. It won't hurt you. Trust in the math. And just keep going. And here we are after the 10th row. It's definitely starting to look a little coral-ish, right? Now, sometimes you can arrange these into very pretty shapes, like maybe something like that, or even like that. If you're wondering, the yarn that I'm using is Bernat's Mosaic. It does the color striping all on its own, and I think it's kind of pretty. But when you're making hyperbolic crochet pieces, adding stripes is a good idea because it really highlights the structure of your piece. Now, like I said, I'm on the 10th row, but I have yarn left. So I think more, right? Right, more. And here's how it's looking now. I think that these hyperbolic crocheted planes are really beautiful. They do look just like coral, but they also make, I mean, really gorgeous sculptures. I hope you like them too, and that you give them a try. And I think if you do, you'll find that they're quite addictive. It's actually hard to stop working on them. And you can keep going until they get bigger and bigger and bigger, until they get so big that they take up the whole room, until they take up the whole city, as big as you want. So, there we go. Enjoy.